great for when your emotions are feeling really big or when you get triggered and you don't know what to do with all of those feelings. It's going to help you alleviate some of the shame and despair that you feel when a triggering event pushes you over the edge. And the cool thing about this tool is that the more you use it, the more effective you're going to be at recovering from the triggers. When you use this model, you can actually modify and change your feelings through logical and deductive reasoning rather than allowing your feelings to suck you under. All right, this model was developed by Master Life Coach Brooke Castillo, and it has 5 simple parts. And by the way, she developed a model that has these 5 parts, but they're actually taken from a tool that you can find in Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, CBT, which is what that book is. And you'll see this model actually everywhere you go now. Now that you know it, you'll see it. It's kind of like when you buy a new car and then all of a sudden everyone on the road is driving your car. That's what this is going to be like, all right? But while you may see it, there's a big difference between knowing about something and actually applying it to your life. So we're going to be working on applying this to our lives, okay? So here we go. First of all, these are the 5 simple parts of this model: your circumstances, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and your results. You can run absolutely every single thing that happens to you, every single thing that you think, every single thing that you feel, every single thing you do, and every single thing, a result in your life through this model in order to see how all 5 of these things interact and actually create the life that you live. So let's talk about each of these things and how they fit together. Your circumstances include everything that happens to you that you can't control. They include everything that happens in the world. We cannot control our circumstances. Thoughts are the sentences on our brain that we can control. We can control these sentences, and this is where our power lies. Feelings are simply vibrations in our body that are caused by our thoughts, not our circumstances. You guys, this is what I'm saying. This is a game changer, okay? Because we have always believed that we feel the things that we feel because of the things that are happening to us, but that's not the case. It's because of our thoughts about the things that are happening to us. And this is just going to be a really simple overview, but if you go into the coaching sessions, we are going to be talking about this quite a bit. And Flying Higher, the group that comes after Flying Free, this is the work that we do, and we go much, much deeper into this, all right? So this is just an overview. Actions are the things that we do or don't do as a result of how we feel. And the results are what we see happen in our lives as a result of how we act or behave. So let me give you a couple of examples of this, okay? This is how it would look. These are the lines. First, you're going to pick a problem that you're having, all right? So, for example, here's some examples of some problems. I feel so angry. I can't lose any weight. My kids never get along. My husband treats me like crap. I'm out of work. I hate my body. All right, then depending on what your problem is, you'll put it into one of the lines of the model. So if the problem is, I feel angry, guess which line of the model we're going to put that in? We're going to put that in the feeling line. All right? If the problem is, my kids don't get along, we're going to put that in the circumstance line because that's a circumstance that you can't control. You might think you can control it, but you really can't. All right, if the problem is I hate my body, you'd put that in the thought line because that's actually a thought that you're having. All right, then all you have to do after that is ask yourself some questions to figure out what goes in the other lines. So we're going to do one together. I'm going to give you an example. One Saturday morning, my daughter was having a problem with cleaning the toilets. She didn't want to do it, and she was feeling crabby. And she told me that. I'm feeling super crabby. So we put that in the F line of the model. She's feeling crabby. Next, we asked some questions to fill in the rest of the model. What was her circumstance? she had to clean the toilets. What was the thought sentence that was causing her to feel crabby? It was, I'm not getting paid very much and it's the worst job. So what was the action she took when she felt crabby? Because we do things based on how we're feeling. Well, she procrastinated and she didn't get it done. And what was the result? She felt crabbier and she didn't have any free time, because we have a rule that says you can't have free time until your chores are done on Saturday morning. So we talked about how we couldn't change the C line. She had to do the toilets. But we took a closer look at the T line, the thought line, and we talked it through. And she realized that she was getting paid $5 to do some easy jobs that were probably only worth $3. And she was getting paid $5 to do the tough job that was probably worth more than $5. So she decided to think that she was getting paid $7 to do the toilets and $3 to clean the easy stuff. Okay, so that thought helped her to feel, she felt satisfied now. And she was motivated to do the chores and earn some money. So what did she do? She completed her chores. And what was the result? She had free time and money in her pocket. Now, do you see how her circumstance didn't change? But that one thought totally transformed how she felt that morning. So let's do another one. Since the last one started with a feeling, this time we're going to start with a thought. Let's say the thought problem is, I should go visit my friend in the hospital or she might be offended. All right? So when I think that thought, no, actually, let's go up to the circumstance. What's the circumstance here? My friend is in the hospital and I'm going out of town. So when I have the thought, I should go visit my friend in the hospital or she might be offended, I feel guilty. And what do? I go to visit her because I don't want her to feel offended. The result is I stay up late and I'm exhausted for the trip. And this is a trip that I have to go and speak somewhere and I'm trying to get ready for it, okay? Let's change, we can't change the circumstance. My friend is in the hospital and I'm going out of town. Okay, that's a fact. But my thought is, I love my friend. I can't go see her, but I'll call her instead. The feeling that I have when I think that thought is, I feel peace. My action is I call my friend and I prepare for my trip. The result is I get everything done and I'm still able to connect with my friend and I feel refreshed for my trip. All right. So see how there's no guilt feelings there because of the thought that I had. Let's do another one, and let's this time